3, 2, 1, relax. It's rest day.
All right.
So slightly different episode than what we usually do with 1 minute rests. We're giving you a bit of a longer format, and guest number 1 is Matty Forwood.
Thanks for having me on, mate.
That's all right. Matty, my first question is, when you were hired here by Sean, did he ask you about your playlists and what music you have on the interview?
No, I don't think I got control of the playlist for a long time anyway, so he probably never knew what music I did listen to or anything. But I was trying to get on in everyone's good book, so I suppose I just go with whatever everyone else was listening to. So
I think you fit it in perfectly, at least with Sean.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Tell me a bit about your start at CrossFit Athletic. How did you start working here?
Well, I've lived here for a fair while now, but well before I started working at CrossFit Athletic, and I wanted to make the move closer to home, working closer to home. So I actually approached Sean before there was even a job or anything available, just to see if anything was going and just sort of get the word out and see if he could keep us in mind and all that kind of stuff, because I knew Sean from Norwest and popped in a few times at Bodie and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, from there we were chatting back and forth, because I was sort of over my time at Virgin and I wanted to move closer back to home to maybe start a family, etc., and be closer to the kids when that comes along. And eventually we sort of worked something out, and something came up, and well, I think it was around 2015, 16. I just started doing some shadowing and that while I was still working at Virgin, and able to come on board slowly but surely and start coaching classes. So
Awesome.
yeah.
What was the biggest change working as a PT at Virgin and now working as a trainer at a CrossFit gym or a CrossFit Athletic?
It's funny, I suppose the timing of it was always hard, because whenever I did CrossFit classes, like I was just, you do whatever, just do as you're told, but like you're in your own sort of zone. But when you're actually coaching it, is then organising it around. Always try to be as organised as I can whenever I'm doing like PT clients and timing and structure and stuff like that. And I just had no concept of how long squatting might take and how long snatching might take, and then how long the workout's going to take, because for time, you never know how long some people are going to take for time. So you have to give yourself like a little bit of a buffer zone for some of these things. So I think for me, getting used to the structure of it all, trying to work out the timing was the hardest part, because PT was 45 minutes no matter what, and you could sort of manage it around with one person. Now you've got 20 people. You've got to try and manage squatting and snatching and that kind of stuff. So
I guess with a PT, you can adjust the program a little bit as you go to fit it into the 45 minutes. Whereas with the class, you have to get through the program.
100%, yeah, exactly. Like, no matter what, you've got that same workout. Whereas in a PT, you've never told them the workout until it's about to happen. Then you're like, we're running out of time. I might change it a little just to fit in time.
Yeah.
So, 100%.
All right, a little bit about your training. What's your sporting background?
Football, rugby league. Ever since I was 6, I played rugby league up until I was about 21, 22. Played it semi-professionally with the Panthers. So one under first grade, I think I made it up to. Didn't quite make the cut first grade wise, but that was fine. Other than that, I've done a bit of athletics in my time. Played a bit of cricket when I was younger. I have a go at anything, but professionally wise, rugby league is
Those were the two main sports.
Absolutely.
Cricket and rugby.
Yep.
And then how did you discover CrossFit?
When I started working at Virgin over at Norwest, it was around 2011, 2012. A few of the guys in the group of PTs, because we were launching the club then, so we'd spend a lot of time together as a group opening the club. A lot of those guys, well, not a lot, a few of those guys were doing CrossFit. So I want to pop in, have a look, because I'm always up for a challenge, and I come from sort of a bit of running and marathon training prior to that. So like I'm moving areas and all that. I'm trying to think of what I can do next. I was a bit over that, something else, and went and watched those guys do a bit of training, and it sort of just sparked from there.
Awesome.
So
Do you remember your first CrossFit kind of workout?
I remember the first one I watched. So I was over at CrossFit Norwest and I watched them do Khao Su. So can you believe that I still wanted to keep doing CrossFit after watching Khao Su? And like they were struggling. Like back in the day, it wasn't.
It was a long workout back in the day. I mean,
like
it's still
30
a long
minutes.
workout. Yeah.
30 minutes and like, do you want to jump in? Nah, I'm good, thanks. I'll just watch it today. And then, but yeah, Khao Su is what I watched. I think the first week, there was no specific workouts, but I remember I had to try to do double unders, which I barely skipped prior to that in my life. Tried to kipping pull-ups. I think I had rope climbs that week, which like 2011, 2012, not many places were rope climbing. So I just remember having really sore hands. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good old days. Okay, how about now? My first question is, why do you choose to maintain such a high level of fitness?
I just love it that much. I really enjoy training. Even though I don't have as much time to do it, I know how much better I feel when I do train. I'm probably a really annoying person when I don't train. Probably a lot of people can attest to that. But when I train, like I really enjoy the feeling of it, the results of it. Just like I've trained my whole life, whether it be football, everything like that. It's just in my DNA now, and I can't not train. I've got to do something, even if it's not that competitive. Competitive with myself.
Yeah. What's your training schedule look like right now?
If I get a normal week out, it would look like I pretty much just jump in the classes. So whether it's a 9:30 class or in between my clients and that, I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing on Thursday, and then Friday, and then have the weekend off.
So 4 days a week?
4 days a week, that's it.
And you're still setting PBs?
Less is more, believe it or not. That's a big learning curve I've taken in these last year or so, which is great.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Take us back to your competitive career with CrossFit. Some people in the gym might not know what you've done there.
Okay, so 2012 I started. That was probably my first open in that. And then 2013 I was in a team with Norwest with Rich Miller. Some people from CrossFit Athletic might know. Coaches in the city. Well, I think you might still do. So we did that. I think we come 7th at regionals for that, which was pretty good. I mean, they had top 3. So there was 3 really good teams, and everyone else sort of fell off pretty quickly. And then 2014, I made regionals as an individual. I qualified 30th in the Open, and then I ended up 30th at regionals. So it was pretty much same. But that was...
Did that take 30 that year? Or
top 48.
48, okay.
So it was funny. 2013, when I went team, was the first year they moved it from 60 to 48. And I come like 452nd or something like that. So I was like 47th going into the last workout. Died. And then the next year it was 48 again. I come 30th. And then, 30th at regionals. And that was all 48 were Aussie men. No Asian
Pacific.
Pacific, exactly. So, 30th then. And then 2015, that was the first year of top 30. Didn't make it that year. Went a bit too much strength phase, I'd say, in my training, which I got stronger. Just didn't get as fit as everyone else. And we didn't qualify team then. And then 2016, I was here with Athletic. Went teams and we helped qualify the guys, come 3rd, podiumed at regionals. They went to the games, so I stayed at home and enjoyed the lovely birth of my son. Yeah. Which was a few days after the games, mind you. But
still a good choice, I think.
Yeah. No regrets, definitely. I just, how much I love swimming. Yeah. So,
with a raft as a whole team.
Well, they won the swimming event, so yeah, it was a key choice.
Yeah. And do you ever want to compete again, or is that all done for you now?
Oh, look, that fire's always burning, but the possibility of it happening. Like I tried to come back. It was last year. Christian and the boys asked me, and like I had to chat with the wife and the family, because obviously with the kids I don't want to make them feel like they're second fiddle or anything like that. It's making sure that everything's okay at home, and like I'm doing the best with them, as well as then can train and train well. I don't want to do it half-assed, so to speak, either. So everything was okay. My parents were willing to help out extra and everything like that. Tried it for about a month and went, no, not for me anymore. Mentally and everything like that, I just like, I don't know. I was a year out and I was still doing decent numbers, enough to sort of keep up, I'm sure. But it was just something in there mentally, just like, I just can't keep grinding like this anymore.
Yeah.
Watching my diet every single day, analysing it or over-analysing every single workout you do, or every little niggle you have, and then going to see physio and stuff like that. It just wasn't enough hours in the day to then spend time with the children and have some downtime and relax. So unfortunately, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Competing, I just do it for fun now. Do it for fun, and I really enjoy that part.
Yeah, you got to know when to call it.
Yeah, and the best thing I learnt from that was I now know for sure. Like, I probably would have had the what ifs or buts, but trying and then going, nah, not for me. I definitely know that, nah, I can't do it anymore.
Hey, you got to compete as an individual at regionals. That's a pretty exclusive group now, because there's no
more regionals.
All right, a little bit easier questions. What's your what's your diet like, or what's your nutrition like?
Pretty simple nutrition. A bit more lax these days than I was when I was competing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm pretty stringent. Breakfast, might have a cereal or something. I'm up quite early, so I need something easy. Coffee mid-morning.
What cereal?
Oh, it varies. It could be anything from like Special K to Wheat Bix or something like that. Just something easy I can put together in a couple of minutes when I get up in the morning before I leave for the PT sessions. Coffee mid-morning, and then lunch. At the moment, we're loving our salads because the wife's at home with the second one, so we all have lunch together and salad. So it might be like chicken, or we had ham because Christmas was on, so we had ham for like a month almost straight. Really nice. Afternoon, maybe another coffee or fruit, just depends. And then dinner, we're pretty plain simple in our household. Meat and veg, or fish, veg, something like that. We loved our veggies and stuff like that. And look, after that, I still might have a bit of chocolate, bit of lollies or something like that before I go to bed. But that's pretty normal, pretty stringent day. It works well with the training, and that's all I need.
And your lifestyle now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
What is your evening routine like? Do you guys watch TV? What do you watch? What's happening in the Forwood household?
It's pretty manic these days with the two of the kids. If we get home before dinner, we're going to get Mikkel's dinner ready, his milk's ready for the night, and the next day, dog's running around crazy, Mikkel will be running around crazy, might play games like hide and seek, keep him occupied before then he has a bath. Kim's looking after Greta, so she's feeding her on and off, or just trying to hold her. Someone's cooking dinner, someone's holding another kid. Mikkel's eating, he can at least, we put him in the high chair, sit him down, he'll watch some cartoons and he'll eat. At least then, all right, he's set, he's done, and then we can look after ourselves. Someone might jump in the shower, take turns, and that kind of stuff. And then he'll bath somewhere around 7. So we get his bath, chuck him in the bath, get other stuff ready, or we're going to pack up the house because there's just toys everywhere from the day. Pointless packing it up during the day, so wait till the end of the day, pack that up, and then, just sort of when he gets out of the bath, I get him up, have another play in the bed. He loves playing on our bed. He's psycho. And then he has a milk, sits down, has his milk, and he go to bed around 7:30ish or something like that. And he'll chirp away in his bed, but he's happy.
Yeah.
So and then we start to look after Greta, and we give her a bath and look after her, and then it's just a bit of a process. I mean, she's just over a month old, so depends on when we put her down, just how she sort of settles. But if we can all get to bed by around 9:30, we're doing really well.
So do you get any downtime now with 2 kids, or is that?
We do a little bit. We're pretty good. We share it a lot. So like at times, if I come home during the day with the PTs and stuff, it's really flexible. I might look after Mikkel and Greta because she just fed, and Kim might go out for a walk with Jock or something like that, so she can get a bit of free time there. Or vice versa. lunchtime. That's when everyone can sleep. So that's like our downtime. Mikkel will sleep for a few hours. Hopefully Greta's sleeping. And then Kim might get a nap in. And that's kind of like my time to either nap or just chill out, watch some telly.
Yeah.
Or at night, I'm usually the last to bed, so I might get an hour, half an hour to myself.
Yeah. What do you watch?
A few shows on telly, a few movies maybe, or just the cricket.
Yeah.
At the moment, Big Bash is on. I like all sports, so Big Bash. Tennis is coming up, so that's fun to watch too. So it's always good.
And you can watch that during the daytime as well. There's usually some good matches on.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing about tennis, I suppose. It's always something on during the day, at night. It's a decent match. So.
Do you do any reading?
I don't. I'm really slack. I had times during my time as a PT is just reading like autobiographies. I like that. Just
anything that stood out that you really liked?
I read Cadell Evans, really good. Lance Armstrong, even though he did what he did, but it's still a good read.
It's a good book.
Yeah.
He's still got cancer.
100%. He still came back from a really rough hand he was dealt. I read Mark Okalupo, which is good to...
that's good.
I like reading people's lives.
Yeah.
What the adversity they go through, and you can just nitpick bits and pieces, especially athletes and that. Like, I like reading about sports people. Steve Waugh's great book too. Read that one. Like, just hearing about people's lives is so interesting.
Yeah. Awesome. Any current habits that you would like to change?
Oh, current habits that I would like to change. So I'd probably, a bit lax, I probably have a few too many beers on the weekends these days, if I'm honest.
How many is too many? 6, 12?
Depends. Like, I'll probably have a few each night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, so that's not that. A few as a couple, or?
Nah,
that's 6. Okay.
But it just depends. Like, I'm trying to cut it down a bit more.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just, I'm relaxed. I have no accountability anymore.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you get that habit, it's hard to get out of it because you're enjoying it so much.
And that's it. Like, I don't mind it because I come back and train. Like, I make sure Monday to Friday, fine, train, eat well and stuff like that. It's just a bit of a luxury, I suppose, on the weekend.
Yeah. All right, let's finish off a little bit about the gym here and your coaching. What's your? Do you have any pet peeves at the gym?
Probably lateness. I get into a lot of people about lateness just because I'm always OCD super early with everything. Probably lateness is one of my big pet peeves.
I think when you've been on a sports team at a high level, no one that I know that's been on a high level sports team arrived late because you can't.
Oh,
if you're on time, you're late.
You got to be there early doing extras.
Yeah,
that's on time.
Yeah. All right. What's the number one mistake you see at the gym with their training? At our gym.
Overtraining. People doing too much too soon, especially. You get, you soak it all up, love it, drinking the Kool-Aid, as they say, which is great. We all had that time.
Yeah.
Frothing over it and just, when's the workout coming
out?
Like, yeah. So just overtraining, that's what I've learnt like the last couple of years of not competing is less is more. Like it literally is. I can spend more time looking after myself by stretching and all that kind of stuff, whereas people doing too much training, not enough stretching, basically. Yeah. So it needs to be at least an even keel at some point. And just, if you need to rest, listen to your body, rest.
That's right. All right, looking back at 2018, any members that stood out that did really well or had a good attitude, anything like that?
I started PTing Jeanette this past year. She was our member of the year, but I got to know her, I suppose, a bit more on a one-to-one basis. And such a positive attitude and a person always with a great outlook. I have a lot of respect for her and what she's done and achieved this year. She's come leaps and bounds from not being able to even kick up on a handstand to we even do a few kipping handstands, albeit a bit higher than the flat floor, but she's been really good. One of the ones, I suppose, that sticks out in my mind right now.
That's good. Nice. Alrighty, that's 20 minutes on the dot.
Jeez, that flew.
Wow. All right, any last words?
Any last words on my last rites or something? Walking the green mile. No last words. This is fun.
Yeah. What do you think 2019 is going to be like for the gym?
For the gym, I think a good year ahead. I'm really looking forward to the Open, depending on how many Opens there are.
There'll be one, normal one, I think.
Yeah.
That'll be the one I do, and that's it.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to the Open.
They just announced the date.
Yeah. I think the rule book and everything's come out now. So
Yeah, that's way too long. Can't be asked anymore.
Yeah. But
I'll ask Nick Baudouin about that.
ask the guys who've got the patience to listen to it all. I think a really good year. I think we'll simplify things, enjoy it, hopefully retain a lot of the guys, and just if we can keep that balance of people understanding the training and looking after yourself, they'll enjoy it more and more.
Awesome.
So, big year.
Talking about the Open, should people do the Open, and why? Or if not, why shouldn't they?
Absolutely. I think everyone should be part of the Open. It doesn't have to be competitive. You're just competing against yourself at the end of the day. That's what I always say to everyone. Everyone gets a bit hyped up. Someone did this, someone did that. Like, forget that. It's just another training session. All you're trying to do is just do your best and just analyze it like any other workout, but enjoy the atmosphere. And that's what it's good. The Open, obviously, having the Friday night light, so to speak, seeing the whole community, and you're probably seeing a lot of other people that you don't see in the mornings if you train in the evenings, and vice versa.
Yeah. Social
aspect's the big thing, and that's what keeps everyone here. Joining each other's company, seeing people do their best, sweat, cry, and laugh together, because that's what workouts do to you.
Yeah.
And like, you're just glad it's over when it's finished. So
can't wait.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
Always.
All right, guys, that's the first episode of Rest Day. Slightly different. Rest Day. There'll be a few more of these long version ones, so hopefully you enjoyed it and you got through it all, and we'll see you again soon.